that's all good to go. What do we got back here? Got Foom and Nose Deaf. So still drop a little something here. Awesome. Bring that back up. Okay, so game audio is doing its thing. Mic audio is doing its thing. Awesome, that's a good start. Just the camera, so it isn't strictly my ceiling. I know the ceiling's pretty cool. I don't want to deny you guys the beautifulness that is my off-white ceiling. But I probably have to save that for the big 1K, the ceiling reveal tour. But yeah, okay, audio looks good, video is looking good. I think we're good to go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. It's the weekend. Hope the day has found you all well, and the weekend is treating you nicely. I want to welcome you to the stream here. I'm going to be putting up some more points in Arena here for the next hour and a half, couple hours, whatever it winds up being. You know the drill by now. I do have to apologize. The Sassy banner is a bit of a misnomer, because I'm in a good place for the Sassy Arena. I got 16 million points. And I think that's pretty well solid. But the X23 arena, I have been slacking a bit on that. Now, I did wind up getting the 2 million points needed for the Tier 4 Basic, which is where my afternoon went. But now it's time to just put up as many points as I can for the X23 arena, and then just let bygones be bygones. Whatever that winds up being is whatever it winds up being. It's all just freebies at this point. But before I get too far along with all of this, I do want to welcome the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos I put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. Got plenty of cool stuff coming down the pipes. A bunch of stuff lined up for next week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Uh-oh. There we go. But right off the top, I want to say big howdy to Harshith. Hey. How you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. And Guido. Hello. Go ahead and get the desk fan going. Ah, boy. Now, I still stand by what I said at the start of the cycle here. Is I really do kind of wish that they would keep up having 2 featured arenas like this, because you know, all the freebies and extra rewards if I can talk properly. But trying to get like 1 in 10 on both of them and do the side arena too, that's a lot of arena grinding. So looking forward to wrapping that all up. And then carrying on with second round at X23, and then, who is it? Airwalker probably after that. Guido says, finished Umbrella Academy Season 2 today. Very nice. I've got like 2 episodes left, so, or 3 episodes left. Maybe 4, I don't remember. But, yeah, I am enjoying it so far. It's a slightly different tone than the first season, which I do appreciate, but it's fun so far. I'm not going to say anything to spoil anything for anybody else, but I'm really looking forward to finishing that up probably after this stream here. So I'm having fun. I would love to talk spoilers in a few days' time, or maybe a week's time. Let other people watch it too. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Harshith, have you seen Season 1, or are you going in completely fresh? I think the only thing that I can say without anything being a spoiler of any sort is that it is based off of a comic book series of the same name, Umbrella Academy. But having read the first few issues of Umbrella Academy, I gotta say it's one of the few shows where the show is actually a lot better than the source material. which is nice. It was a lot of fun. What's up, Tom? How you doing? Happy Saturday. Good to see you. I am doing very well, thank you. Very well. It was a good day. It was a long day, and a busy day at that. But no complaints from me. No complaints from me. Hope you've been well as well. Thanks for asking. I will say all this though too. In addition to everything else going on, I am looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow like it's nobody's business. Yeah, it is. It is. It's fun. It's because everybody also no spoilers, none whatsoever. A lot of people are on a big like superhero kick, and then spinning off from that like a superhero kick with a twist. And this is another one of those shows, superhero with a twist. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's well acted. It's very entertaining. Ellen Page is always a delight to see. They've got Dickon from Game of Thrones as number 1, which is really fun to see him exercise his chops a little bit too. Got other characters as well that. Another character who I will not elaborate because it is kind of not really spoilery, but I think the character's unpredictability is a huge part of his charm. And then the actor who's playing the dad, he's so pro. Fun show, very very fun show. Tom says, grinding out heroic to hopefully get my first 5-star on the small account. Good luck. Good luck. No, that's always a big push, but getting that first 5-star, whoever it winds up being, and that's the important thing to note, is that no matter who it is, good or not as good, first 5-star is always a big, big step up for an account, so you got this, bud. You got this. Anil, how are you? Happy Saturday yourself. Doing real, real good. It's one of those things where it's like you wake up and it's like, okay, cool, I got the whole weekend ahead of me, and then you blink and now it's right now. It's like, hey, the weekend's halfway over. But at the same time, I always like to try and look at the glass half full, the positive spin of things. Like, I got a whole nother weekend day coming up. Whole lot more adventure left to have. And that I am looking forward to. Yeah, and if you can nab that Nexus 5, that'd be huge. That'd be absolutely huge. Harsha says, what did I get from my 5-star Nexus? I had the choice of, was it 20 SIGs on Civil Warrior, max SIG on Namor, and 20 more SIGs on Nova. So I went with the max SIG on Namor, just for the extra 275 6-star shards. Nova would have been a solid choice too because he was only SIG 20, just get the extra SIGs on him, but. Nothing against Nova. Nothing against Nova. I'm not going to play him as extensively as I'd like to in the short term. So the Maxig, I think, was the better choice for right now. But I mean, overall, yeah, that was solid. I will definitely take the freebie Nexus. Apology accepted, Kabam. Apology accepted. Yeah, the hidden umbrellas is nice. I love the title cards. title cards are always fun and it's always clever. It's not a spoiler, but they always work in umbrella I can't talk. Iconography. It's been a long day. An umbrella iconography someplace in the title card. And each episode is different and clever in how they work it in. Some is a bit more obvious, others are a bit more, slightly less subtle. I always flip for that sort of added level of design and creativity. Hey, Red Rank, how you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Good to see you. Hope the day's found you well. And hope you got plenty more adventures here coming up tomorrow. Got the 4-star Warlock from 4-star Nexus. Love him. 100% agree. 100% agree. Warlock was a champ that for whatever reason I was sitting on for a while. Like I had a version of him, right? But it was just like, okay, well, I'd love to rank him up, but you know, I'm playing this champ, I'm playing that champ. I'll get around to it, but just not right now. And then finally did. And yeah, I am a convert. I'm a fan. I see why everybody likes him so much. I mean, aside from just like his silly animation and whatnot, which is a huge part of the charm, but he's got the utility to back up the fun playstyle, so very much appreciate that. As for Doom Patrol, honestly I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw Season 2 advertised. I hear good things about that as well. Now, I know absolutely nothing about Doom Patrol. I hardly know anything about the characters. And in fact, the only thing I know about the characters is just I remember the Mattel toys, the action figures from late 2000s, early 2010s. So I was like, oh, hey, I recognize that name. I recognize that character design. That's fun. But as far as like who is what and how they all intertwine and like the story of what brings them together and whatnot, I've got no idea. So it'll be fun going in blind for that. And actually, I should have started the top of the video with this. Happy August. It's August already. Jeez. But speaking of TV shows, the reason that I thought about that in the first place is because we've got The Boys Season 2 about a month away now. Which is really fun because I think Boys Season 1 came out about a month after Umbrella Academy Season 1. It's fun that they kind of go hand in hand. Shadow says, well, howdy Shadow, first off. Why is it that Electro doesn't apply any shock debuffs? Makes no sense. Doesn't he? I guess not, right? It's just stun. And then he absorbs shock as part of his revamped kit. But yeah, the special 1 inflicts stun, special 2 does damage based on stored power, and I don't think he's got anything for special 3, right? No, just increased stun chance. Yeah, I guess not. Like, he's not completely... Like, he still has that slight shock tie-in, right? But just not like a shock itself. Like an actual debuff. It's more of like a passive thing, I suppose, right? Yeah, interesting. I never really stopped to think about that. I don't know. I think we should stage another protest. Demand that Electro has shock charge or shock debuffs. Takes me out of the experience, you know. Tom says got through Sunspot quite easy and uncollected. A few months back, but Warlock I couldn't counter. Yeah, yeah, because all the virus charges and the degen, especially with the awakened ability that you always run up against, that adds up. That definitely adds up if you're not careful. Doink, boink. Awesome. Yeah, sorry to burst your bubble, Guido, but we got another month. But I got so many shows in my backlog that I gotta catch up on. Like, I just barely got through Watchmen. Not that I didn't want to see it. I loved every minute of it. It's just that my backlog was that far back. So I'm slowly catching up. Slowly catching up. Getting there. Used 4 revives to do Epic Boss Rush. I'm going to need like 25 for week 6. Yup. And unfortunately, that's when all the poutine and the maple syrup has all been converted. Which, I mean, we still have it in the stash, right? So, I mean, that's something. But not nearly as potent as it was. I was looking for someone to fight King with in Variant 3. That's a fun fight. By the way, speaking of King, really nice. You can duel him now. I didn't realize. Oh, right, with the dual targets. Yeah. It's a pretty straightforward fight now, but yeah, you could as a 6-star. Guess I need a shock charge so it can't regen full health. Yep. Fortunately now there are a bunch more champs that can inflict at least a flavor of shock. So you got more options, so that's nice. From the obvious, like Dr. Doom. So there's like Nebula, or just the tried and true method, just do as much damage as you can before that 30 seconds is up, and then quit, revive, and do it all over again. I forget, I think I used Infinity Man. Which was not an ideal fight, because mine was like rank 3, I think. Well, that's not nice. Son of a mother. I'm not sure if this is going to do it. It might. It might. I'm hoping so. Excellent. Yeah, because that would have been curtains for Karnak otherwise. Yeah, that was actually my solution to those dual targets. Because if like you fight a 6-star with, your top champ, whether it's a 5-star or 6-star or whomever, right? They just die super quick, right? So then that's what I wound up, or usually wind up doing, is that I wind up going in as a 4-star, 3 or 4-star, go against the 6-star. Stop it. That way, between the natural rarity boosts and buffs and whatnot, and the difference in attack and health pool, it's kind of a bit more comparable to fights you actually wind up going up against. Dude, I know, Guido. Like Karnak, God tier confirmed right there. Taking off full 25% health in a single special 3. Dang, dude. Is he awakened? Of course he's awakened. Man. I don't really want to do any of those fights. Can have a Squidward fight. Now, supposedly in the roadmaps, Kabam was saying that they do want to implement like a feature where you can specify like what node you want the bot to have. Like if you want to go up against, you know, well, any of the fun stuff that we got. We'll just say like buffet for example. If you want to go up against like a buffet mystic champ or somebody, then you can just type in the champ you want. You can type in the node or the buff that they have, and then just go ham. Kind of like how most every other game does. But you know, it's nice to see that they're aware of that, and that's something that they want to implement. Because right now that's really just tough, and it's really difficult to work with. You know. Because just say, for example, like Acid Wash Mysterio. The only way and the only place you can fight Mysterio with Acid Wash is towards the end of the path in, Act 6, right? So you can't really practice against him anywhere else. And you can, you know, tie your own hand behind your own back and just try and fight the way that you would fight otherwise. But it's never quite the same as actually going up against the node itself. So hopefully that's something they wind up doing sooner than later, because I know there's a bunch of fights that I'd love to just keep practicing up on. You know, I would hope so. I'd hope so, Tom. You know, the game's been around 5 years, pushing 6, and they keep saying they want to keep pushing more, which kudos to them. I am all for that, and I'm with them every step of the way. The longer they want to keep running the game, the odds are I'll still be here. But you know, the fact that it almost took a boycott for them to address issues with the game that have been endemic for the last few years. Not super thrilled about that, but I guess you gotta start somewhere, right? Man, but I can't even imagine how the game would be like, just even this time next year or 2 years from now. You know, this time next year when there's over 20 more champs added to the game, and 2 years from now there's over 40 new champs added to the game. It's like, geez, you think you had a hard enough time right now keeping everything straight. Well, we'll see. Yeah, dual credits. Dual credits need to go. Well, and that and just like the nickel and dime stuff, you know. I don't really understand why you need to spend gold to get into each arena fight. Like, why that's a thing at all. I mean, I would definitely make the mastery, or the argument for masteries as well. You know, why do masteries need to be so expensive to change around? But I think a lot of people are already asking that. Cheers, all. Tom says, did I see Brian Grant's first Abyss run? I did not see all of it from start to finish. I was actually, so confession time. I was actually like toggling between the YouTube menu here for the stream, and then like just seeing where he was last night. But yeah, he wound up getting through it. So big kudos to him. Big kudos to him. And I definitely can relate to that feeling. Because I mean, like, you start the stream, right, and he's all happy and energetic and ready to go and excited and, you know, laser focused and geared up for the push. And then, you know, you skip ahead to the end of the video when he's finally done with Collector and he's opening up his stuff, and he's just wiped. Just wiped. Like, yep, I know that feeling. But, yeah, again, kudos to him, and I think he got some really solid pulls for rewards. It'll be fun to see what he winds up doing with it. Because one of the things I really admire about BG is that he definitely likes ranking up the champions that he likes to play. You know? So then that's how you wind up with you know, fun videos of like King Groot. You know, he did the thing with Sabretooth. He ranked up Man Thing. He's got a huge crush on Venom the Duck. So yeah, hats off to him for having fun with it. Hey, what's up, Swag? Happy Saturday, bud. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I haven't actually been online today, Swag. What's the latest and greatest with the tournament? For those of you wondering, Swag is has put together a fun incursion tournament, and we are, last I saw at least, wrapping up round 1, moving on to round 2 for the tourney. Fortunately, me and my partner, Shirmoy, aka Baby Sham 33, aka was it Baby Sham Gaming? No, they just switched it over. He's my partner, and he and I have done a pretty solid job. I'm really proud of the work we've done together, and we got a live stream coming up next week, Tuesday, for round 2. And try and, you know, push and see as far as we can get. So stay tuned for that. The plan right now is that it is going to be during the regularly scheduled live stream. So this time, Tuesday, we're going to be doing a big incursion push, and hope for the best. Yes, of course. Thank you for the reminder, Guido. Need those delicious, refreshing grapes. Frozen grapes. What was it? It was a refreshing grapes trademark, patent pending. I think that's what I was sticking with. Poop. Alright, come on, special me, dude. Thank you. There we go. So yeah, Old Man Logan definitely isn't the best counter to thing, but because he can proc bleed, kind of makes life just a wee bit easier with managing those rock stacks. Awesome. Cheers, Tom. Yeah, there you go. Although I do kind of feel a bit apprehensive about that, because grapes is more of Guido and Cheermoy's thing. I just have glommed on to the fun. I'm adopting it. Just want to be part of the cool kids club with the delicious frozen grapes, trademark, patent pending. Oh boy. I always get nervous dexing Doom Special 2. Not because it's overly difficult to do, but you mess up once and you're just, and the Incinerate just does you in. That's it. Game over. You actually wind up taking more damage from the Incinerate after the fact than from the initial special attack. Frozen Kool-Aid. Yeah, dude, that's a Kool-Aid popsicles right there. Homemade. I would be lying if I said I'd never had a frozen Kool-Aid popsicle during a toasty summer afternoon. It's delicious, man. Delicious. And refreshing. Now, I'm not going to sell myself short, but if Kool-Aid did want to drop in for, hit me up for some sponsorship, you know, I would happily take them up on that. Oh, Tom, yeah, Doom is one of the best. He's the perfect hybrid of a champ who's just immensely fun and smooth to play, and having a ridiculously useful, powerful kit. I mean, so he's got, you know, the Trinity right there, the trifecta. He's fun to play, he's got a useful, really useful kit, and he does a lot of damage. And he's got the high prestige too, so he just checks all the boxes. Hey, what's up, man? Falcon, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, and a happy Saturday to you, bud. How's today been? Cheers, all. Refreshing. Okay, you do that, the little spinny thing. I will take one step backwards, avoid all of that, and just keep on laying into you a bit. Alright, so who do we got up next here? We got Gamora, newly awakened. Such a fun champ. Unfortunately, not an entirely useful champ, but super fun champ nevertheless. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Hey, Tristan, how are ya? Yo, 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 yo. What's up, bud? How's this fine day finding you today, huh? As it bleed damage should do it. No. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, man. One of these days when I have like 2 hours of free time, I really want to make my own shirt. Like a branded shirt for the channel. Because you got so many fun things to play off of. Guido's bit from the jug, delicious, refreshing frozen grapes, trademark, patent pending. All the different Kool-Aid motifs. Come on, dude. Doink. Yoink. Yoink. Be a fun project and, you know, a little bit of self-branding too. Never hurt anybody. Doink. Yoink. See how you like the incinerate, dude. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I thought. Dude, Falcon, congrats. That's been a long time coming, bud. That's been a long time coming. I'm glad to hear. Very nice. Hey, what's up, Black Knight? How you doing, bud? How the heck are you today? How many arenas am I planning on doing? In total, this time 3. So the 2 featured 5 stars and the tier 4 basic. So right now I'm done with the Sassy arena for 1 to 10. Come on, goodness, it's got no oomph to that punch. So I'm done with the Sassy arena for 1 to 10, and I'm assuming I've got enough. I did the 2 mil for the tier 4 basic, and whatever X23 winds up being is whatever X23 winds up being. Again, I'm kind of hoping to wind up in the 15 mil range, but I mean, seeing as how I'm not even halfway there yet with 13 hours to go, I'm not gonna hold my breath. It'd be cool, but I'm not gonna waste any units on it. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. It's just, you know, icing on the cake at that point. But if Sassy winds up going for like 40, 50 mil for whatever reason, I'm going to be extremely disappointed because I would have put up about as much just going for milestones and all of these. Swag says, most recent message on the line explains a lot. Round 1 is over. Okay. One group got to move on because... right. I mean, that makes sense. Laying down the law. I get that. Well, there we go. I'll be checking that out after stream. And really looking forward to Tuesday too. Tom says, do you ever give Sentinel a high five? I haven't yet, but that is hilarious. And I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Swag says, thinking about doing a practice incursion stream tonight. I think that's really good. I think that's excellent, in fact. If you do wind up going live during when I'm streaming here, feel free to drop a link in the comment section over here. Black Knight is doing. Very nice. I am doing as well. It's been a very doing kind of day. I mean, yeah, Sentinel Bro's just like looking out for you, you know? Just give him a high five. It's either that or he's doing like the Terminator 2 thing. He's like, talk to the hand. Which, speaking of which, that movie definitely deserves another rewatch. I haven't seen it again this year, so I'm definitely due. So there's always those movies that you got, you know, the movie that you watch and you really enjoy it and you can put it down for a bit, but then you definitely want to go and pick it up again, you know, 6 months, a year later, whatever. Just rewatch it again, just for the pure heck of it, just for fun. T2 is like that for me. Matrix 1 is definitely like that for me. As is Incredibles 1, but Incredibles 1 is much much more so that for me, because I could watch that like constantly and be totally happy with it. I love that movie. Yeah, yeah, there you go. I need to look and see if I have a like a high res video of Sentinel from April's Fool's Day, because I'd love to be able to clip it and then just have some fun with it too. Yeah. Arnold sings Kids Bop. You know, I would love to listen to that. Love to listen to it. What's up, Esteban? How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well this fine evening. Is the thing worth rank 5? Absolutely. Yep. He is one of the best science champions available. And if he's awakened, then all the more power to you. But yes, absolutely. Definitely worth rank 5. And I say that for 2 reasons. First, because he's an amazing champ with a great kit, and he can tank big hits, which is great. And that kind of leads with and decent prestige, more than decent prestige. But then that leads into point 2, is that the higher his signature level gets, the better he gets. So it isn't like Human Torch where you rank him or you awaken him once, and then that's kind of all you really need him for. Thing just gets better and better and better and better the more signature levels you get on him. So also very useful for that. So and early congrats to you when you do. Yashis, what's up, bud? It's going very well. It is going as a matter of fact. But it's been a good day. It's been a real good day. It's been busy. Gotten a lot of good, fun stuff going. It's one of those kind of days where it's just like, I'm enjoying everything I'm doing. I don't want the day to end, but when the day does end, I'm very much looking forward to getting some good night's sleep. Stop it. Stop it. Sorry, the Ghost Rider here was kicking my butt a little bit more than I'm comfortable with. Hey, you bet, man. You bet. Alright, so we got Blade going here. So at this point, my list of champs that I want to get better with is about a mile long. Tiger's at the top. I always can get better with Elsa, but kind of want to yield that floor there to like Venom the Duck maybe. Get better with Longshot, but speaking of which, having just played her, I really need to get better with Psylocke. Because I understand the gist of what her kit can do with the ridiculous power reduction, power canceling. But because she hits like a wet noodle, I just never really took the time to get it down and learn all like the ins and outs of why she does what she does. I know the gist of how she does it, but not really how to do it in like a useful, practical way, you know? Yeah, Guido. I saw that. Like, he still has her in, what, low demigod? I'm like, okay, you know, that's something. I don't agree with that. I'd bump her up another couple tiers. But, it's very very nice to see all the love that she's getting the last couple months, between just, the Kabam or the Reddit and on YouTube too. People really digging in and realizing just how awesome she is. And I'm hoping that sort of appreciation keeps yielding itself to more and more synergies with other champs, right? So we just had Tiger come out that gave Elsa her game-breaking OP synergy, which is amazing. Love that. Thank you. And then Dragon Ball is coming out next month with next patch, and he synergizes with both Tiger and Elsa. It's not a great synergy, but it's something, right? So if we can get a few more champs that make my favorite champ a little bit better, or a lot of bit better, I'm not going to complain about that, then heck yeah, let's do it. Mm-hmm. What's up, Matt Murdoch? How you doing, bud? Happy Saturday. How's the day found you? So I'm not gonna lie, my Elsa usually winds up being on defense somewhere for Alliance War, right? Just because she's rank 3, and she can just deal out a whole heck of a lot of damage if you aren't expecting to run into her. But I was able to convince my Alliance this time around to let me run her on Alliance Quest offense, which is the first time I ran my rank 3 6-star on offense for AQ, just because I've got Pleasure to Burn for Section B and Section C. So I was like, all right, well, let's see what else I can do, and it has been awesome. It has been so awesome. Just lays out the hurt like it's nobody's business. And it's even going to be better still once they figure out the Alliance Quest situation. Like once the timers get set back to, was it 5 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that. Like it was supposed to be. Then heck yes, all the better. Because that is the trade-off though a little bit with Elsa, is that you do have to do a little bit of dancing just to lay down some of the multipliers and then lay down some of the incinerates, so they stick around longer. But with a little bit of finesse, it winds up working out amazingly well. So, very happy about that. I may wind up just needing to rank 5 my 5-star. That way I have 2. But my 4-star I think I'm going to forever keep at rank 1 level 1. Oh, stop it. And I only want to keep her at rank 1 level 1 just so I have like a fresh out of the box baby Elsa to take up against opponents. Like she's going to get awakened at some point and like maxigged at some point. That's just the way it is, but at least she'd still be rank 1 or level 1. And then she can lay waste to like the rank 3 6-stars as they pop up. Doink. Gita says she's in high demigod tier on the list. Okay, cool. Espan asks, who will be my next rank 5? I don't know. I don't know, because like my next rank 5 always was going to be Storm X, right? Because next to Elsa, she's my second favorite champ to play in the game. Super fun play. But I lucked out and pulled her as a 6-star. So I don't really need the second one as a 5-star rank 5 anymore. Uh-oh. But we'll see. I'm not sure, to be honest. What I may wind up doing is going back and start like rank 5ing some of the champs that aren't available as 6 stars. So like your Ghost Rider, your Magic, your Hyperion. Just because, again, Medusa. Just because, again, since they aren't, well, twofold, because they aren't available as 6 stars, that way at least I have a 5-star that, you know, can handle a little bit more challenging content. But then at the same time, too, even if they do come out as 6 stars, the odds of me getting them as a new 6-star is slim to nil, and then awakening them is even less so. So, wouldn't feel bad about that. But for right now, too, I'm also just kind of saving up my resources. I do plan on doing a bit more reserved, but still pretty exciting, spicy 6-star crystal opening and rank up video for when the channel hits 1,000 subs. So I may wind up saving something for that. Why do I think some 5 stars aren't 6s? Are they too powerful? Yes, 100%. Absolutely, that is why it is. Because you just look at like the list of the champs left who aren't available as 6 stars, and you have some of the most like broken characters in the game, right? So, you know, Magic is not available as a 6-star. Quake is not available as a 6-star. Medusa I don't agree with, but she used to be really powerful, but isn't nearly as much so anymore. She's on that list. Hyperion is on that list. It's another one of those things like with Wolverine and Scarlet Witch as you know, just barely now being added as 5 stars, right, after years. They want to create that want, that need for all of us. So when they finally do come out as 6 stars, like 2 years down the road, when 6 stars aren't really relevant anymore, you know, they can have their snicked crystal bundles like they're selling Wolverine for right now, where you can spend for the low cost of almost 900 units the chance to open up a crystal for a 1% shot at 5-star Wolverine. And I'm just like, nope, 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 nope. I don't even want to pay 300 units for a single 1% chance. I think that's such a bad drop rate. That's so bad. For that unit cost, too. So bad. Ooh, excuse me. Squeeze me. Alright, so we got this, and we got this. Sure, why not? A 6-star rank 3 Quake. Nope, I could not imagine it. She would break the game. A rank 5 Quake breaks the game. You know? A 6-star rank 1 would break the game. I can't even imagine what a rank 3 would do. Like a single Aftershock would just kill everybody. I mean, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Just watch everything melt. It's like, hey, I'm fighting somebody. Hey, the fight's over. And all I had to do was a couple minutes of Quake and Bake. But like, same's true with some of the other champs too, like a Hyperion. which I don't agree with. He should be a 6-star. You've got too many other champs nowadays that can do what Hyperion can do. You know, you got your Arcus, you got your Terrax to a degree. The 2 new champs next month, Airwalker and what's his name, Dragon Ball. Basically, you can wind up doing the same thing that he can do currently. And it's just like, I don't agree with that. I don't like that. Hey, what's up, Roblox? Good to see you, dude. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You know, I kind of amend what I said earlier. I might actually wind up being able to hit 15, 16 mil by tomorrow for this. It's moving along a lot better than I thought it would. It's like I'm a little bit over 8. Still got enough time to run the 6 stars one more time tomorrow. And then whatever other 5 stars just sprinkled in for good measure. Yeah. Awesome. I mean, at the end of the day, the real reward is the added battle chips, really. Like, the shards are nice, but it's the battle chips for the gold and the units that's really the prize. There we go. Tom would love a 6-star Hyperion. Yep. I just would not look forward to the chase trying to get him. Like, I wouldn't play along with the chase. Like, maybe I would open up 1 crystal just for kicks. But otherwise, I'm not gonna play along. I'm good. I'm good. Speaking of playing the game, right? What'd you guys think about the daily cards today? The 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star flavors. For me, my 2 cents, I'm not... Me personally, I'm not a fan. Again, not gonna tell people how they should or shouldn't spend their hard-earned real-world money, but I'm not a fan. Like for the 6-star, it's right $70 US for 7,000 6-star shards and a fully formed 5-star hero crystal over the course of a month. Nah, I'm good. I mean, odds are you would be able to pull a 5-star, possibly a 6, out of the FGMCs for that same price. And, you know, maybe even get a full new 6-star too on top of it. Well, I'm glad to have you all the same, Roblox. Glad to have you all the same. Actually, Roblox, you should probably hop on, if for nothing else, to just claim the compensation email that Kabam sent out 2 days ago. Wind up getting all the free stuff that they just gave away. It's like half of a 6-star, a Nexus 5-star, a bunch of potions and revives that would stay in your inventory, which is nice. It's not a bunch of stuff that's going to immediately go into your overflow to get deleted. Yeah, just capitalize on those freebies before it goes away. Tom, I 100%. I would much rather, and enjoy, as a matter of fact, grinding out the units in-game. Much rather do that. Because that's the other nice thing about Arena, right? I know a lot of people don't like Arena, and I 100% agree on their opinion and their perspective. It's super grindy. It's monotonous. It can be monotonous. and you know the 80 million cutoffs are garbage. But for me, I love Arena because it's the only place where I can play most or so many of my champs that I would never play otherwise. You know, like I wouldn't take Arc or Annihilus out for any of the Alliance events for offense. I wouldn't. He would not be my first, second, or 70th choice for story mode, but because I do Arena, I actually get to cycle through Annihilus's kit. And I mean, same's true for like 90% of the other champs in the game, right? So by doing all of that, really, the battle chips really wind up adding up, and because they add up, every 500,000 battle chips you open up, it's approximately, what, 1,500 units? Maybe 3,000, somewhere in there. 1,500, ballpark. A million battle chips, I think, is 3,000 units average. Dang, Tom, how long did it take you to grind 16k units? I'm usually feeling pretty good when I reach like 3,000 or 4,000. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, just grinding to build up that unit stash again. Yeah, Roblox. Yeah, free Nexus 5-star. Stay tuned too, because they've got that daily login calendar for the next 3 months, so you wind up getting like a 5-star Awakening gem for free, a bunch of Tier 2 Alpha, bunch of cool free stuff just by signing in once a day. So just skip ahead to the end of it just to see some of the prizes that you're still eligible for. May not be a bad idea just to hop on, hop off real quick just to log that time. I agree with you, Shadow. Especially when you're building up the streak originally. You know, fight 1 through 7 is completely different than 7 to 10, which is completely different than 11 to 11, which is different than 12, which is different than 13 to 15. And then 15 to 20 is its own thing too. For no real good reason. Three months, yeah, that's not bad. Actually, so yeah, that brings up an excellent point. So start saving your units now. Start grinding out units now for Black Friday, because that's about 3 months away from now. And you too could have up to 16,000 units to spend. That's what I'm going to be doing. Because unless there's some new game-breakingly OP synergy that comes out with one of the new champions, I'm just going to be sticking with the featured 4-star grind and then just milestones for the foreseeable future. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, and if you don't spend or don't mind spending the $10 US or whatever the equivalent is in your country for the whatchamacallit, access to the Black ISO market, and name's blinking on me right now. But the card, you wind up getting 300 units. You wind up spending $10 US for the equivalent of 300 units plus a whole heck of a lot of extra freebies and access to the Gold Arena and the Black ISO store and all that. So, not bad. Not bad. And then Tom, it really depends too if you want to open up regular arena crystals or the uncollected. I think that you get slightly better drop rates in the regular arena crystals, but just depends how bad you want a 5-star Punisher or a 5-star Punisher Awakening. What's up, Michael? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Asking how many points for the 5-star X23. I think she's going to go pretty low if you can put up somewhere like 30, 33 million. I don't think she's going to go for much more than that. But it's entirely possible that people just really want to capitalize on her going low because Sassy is still in arena right now. So maybe somewhere in the 30 mil range, ballpark. I think round 2 is going to be higher than round 1, so heads up for that. Alright, so we got Doom. Bunch of fun guys. Bunch of fun guys. And go. Ready, set, break. Hey man, if you can grind and keep 10 million battle chips without like splurging and just buying all the crystals with that, yeah, then my hat's off to you. But I've seen enough videos from like Profoff and whatnot of the research for the uncollected crystals. If you're going for 5-star Punisher and just how impossible he is to get, that even with 10 million battle chips, I still don't think you'd be able to get them or have a good shot of getting them. Oh man, I should have. Shame. I should have played this smarter and built up to my special 2 and then launched my special 2 right as he's switching over to his mode, and then that power lock would have locked him at a low health percentage. Bummer. Because right now, that's one of the best things about Magneto, both of them, is that he can completely break Nick Fury's heal. If you launch a special 2, like the second that he switches over from first form to second form, yeah, you can heal block him immediately at like 5% health and don't need to worry about that whole health degen nonsense that he gets. Very helpful. Not entirely practical, but still very helpful. I'm just going to glance that. Keep it simple. There we go. Any idea when MCOC puts the 2 class 5-stars? I think that's next month, isn't it? And if not next month, then September for sure. Because from what I remember from the various different roadmaps, they really wanted to put a lot of their content, a lot of their updates into the September patch. August is going to be super busy, but I think a lot of the roadmap stuff is going to start playing out in early September. While I think of it, how long has the uncollected crystal been out for? Is it like 3 years at this point? 3 out of the 5 years that the game has existed? So let's just say 3 years, just for the sake of keeping things simple. I live and die in arena, right? I don't get it. How does he get that extra? Oh, because I'm bleeding, right? I live and die in arena. Like, it's hands down my favorite mode in the game to play. I'm always in arena. I'm always doing it. I'm stunned. Just bad odds. Bad odds. I'm always in arena. Always, always, always in arena. Non-stop. Going for featured champs left and right. Constantly. And in 3 years' time, for all the millions upon millions of battle chips that I've earned up and accumulated and popped, I've got a grand total of 1 5-star Punisher out of all that. 1 out of millions upon millions upon millions of battle chips over 3 years. I got 1. So I have no idea why the drop rates are as abysmal as they are. But there we go. That's realistic drop rates for you. Oh, is it that early, Guido? It could be. It could well be. I mean, July's over, so early August maybe with the new patch. So that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Number of champs I'd love to get woken up, and it'll be great for. Stop it. It'd be really great to hone in on specific champs you're looking for too. So yeah, kudos to them. Dang. Like on one hand, like Michael, I'm really glad that I pulled him and that we pulled him, you know, just to have him. But yeah, again, the drop rates are just so disgustingly low. That's why I wound up cracking, right? I had a 5-star skill awakening that I wound up getting from the MODOK labs a couple months back. And I wound up using the 5-star skill awakening on Punisher just because I was just so sick and tired of like popping crystals and popping crystals and popping crystals for years and getting nothing. I'm like, well, you know, if it winds up happening, it's great, but I am more than happy to use this awakening stone and just be done with it. Hey. I would do the same thing if I ever lucked out and pulled the 5-star White Iron Fist. But it's the same sort of thing. For all the countless max SIGs I've gotten of 4 stars at this point, for as long as he's been available, I've gotten nothing. He's another champion that's just ridiculously hard to get for no reason because he's not good. He's not good. But he's a trophy. So, can't make it too easy. Boink. Boink. Yep. Absolutely worth it. Save yourself the stress. Like, it's definitely to a point now that the game has moved to a point where 5-star awakening stones aren't nearly as rare or as shiny as they used to be. And the farther the game keeps progressing in the days and months and years yet to come, yeah, I mean, who really, it's not going to be as big a deal anymore, you know? You know, Michael, yeah, you and me both. You and me both. And I didn't even get a 4-star version. That's the thing. You didn't get a 4-star version of either of them. You could get a 4, you could get a 5, you could get a 6. And even the 4-star version eluded me. And again, it's not like either of those champions are good. You know, it's just the fact that they're shiny and they're a trophy and they're super hard to find. Cheers. Well, Tom, I mean, if nothing else, you're a short little jump away from getting to that full 10K. So, you know, you give it another week, couple weeks, especially when the new quest starts up here in a couple days. Oh yeah, you'll be set. You'll be in real good shape. And then as soon as you pop that 5-star, you best report back to me because I want to know what you got. I'm like a cat. You scratch my head and it's just like, hits the spot. Four-star Ghost Rider is super solid. And I mean, it's perfect too with the blade that you pulled today. You got that amazing synergy right there. Awesome. Very nice. Enjoy whomping on all those hashtag villain champs. Just going to town and wailing on them a bit. See, but that's the thing though, Shadow, too, is that there are two games for those kind of players. You know, there's the actual game, you know, your Abyss, your Act 6, all that. But then also at that point, too, it's just a prestige numbers game, you know? Where the game is to see how high you can get your prestige number as opposed to the actual content that you take those characters into. So you've got a lot of players now, you know, moving past, you know, 12,000 prestige into the 13,000 range. And in order to do that, you need to have not only 5 rank 3 6-stars, but you need to have them all awakened with signature levels north of like 150, 160, if not Sig 200 each. And you can't do that naturally anymore. You can't do that naturally. I mean, not without spending like a lot of time popping crystals. Which, you know, again, not going to knock anybody for their spending habits or whatnot, but, you know, if that's the aspect of the game that you enjoy, then yeah, awesome, go for it. Wish you the best of luck. Hope you get who you're hoping to get. But that's not, for me personally, that's not where I get the satisfaction from playing the game. Cheers. And Tom might argue you got the most important part. You got the bit where it gives Blade added damage against villains. Sparky's great because it just boosts his numbers just a little bit. But, what was I going to say? Stop it. There we go. But Ghost Rider does do the bigger chunk of utility, I'd say. I know, Guido, I'm bummed out. That was the last of the Kool-Aid from the jug tonight. I'm all out. I mean, it winds up working out, but still, it's always sad. Always sad. But I drank my 3 liters of water today, so I'm good, but also sad that it's gone. I'm like a fish. Just put a big jug of water in front of me and I'm happy. Rip jug. August 1st, 2020 to August 1st, 2020. So I'm actually curious for you UK people over there, or anybody on that side of the pond. So I get you say, you know, 25 just say randomly 25 November, 26 December, whatever, right? But then do you also say like 1 November, 2 December, so on and so forth? Or you still say 1st of November, 1st of December, something like that? Like what's the uh-oh, ouch. What's the proper way to say that? speaking as a dumb American. What's up, Yashis? My thoughts on Sorcerer Supreme. I think she's really good. If you wind up pulling her as one of your first Mystic champs, or as like your first big shiny Mystic champ, I think you're in a really good place. She can do a lot of stuff really well. She can regen. She's got some solid damage. And really resourceful kit all around. The nice thing, too, is that you yourself can cycle through it just depending on your needs per fight, which is great. My only beef with Supreme is that she's got a really similar playstyle to Doctor Strange and Symbiote Supreme both, in that, you know, you kind of got to cycle through 3 different sets of buffs, and each 3 do different things and all that. So I think she's a bit overly complicated for what she really needs to be. But again, if you don't have if you don't have a Doom, if you don't have a a Claire, if you don't have a Symbiote Supreme, and you get yourself a Sorcerer Supreme, yeah, I think you're in a real good place. Real good place. I would definitely encourage you to rank her up. Tom says, been thinking about running the 5-star Holy Trinity on the main, rank 5 Starkey and Blade, and rank 5-star rank 3 Ghost Rider. Yeah, I mean, even in 2020, that's still a really useful team to have. Still clear a lot of content. It's a really well-balanced team. Blade and Ghost Rider can heal. Sparky and Ghost Rider can power drain. Ghost Rider is immune. Blade is immune tolerant, depending on how full his power bar is. So they all complement each other extremely well. So yeah, you'd be able to have a really good time with a 5-star version of all that. How useful is 5-star Unawakened Magic in Act 5 and 6? Oh, this ain't good. She is useful. Come on. She is useful. But she isn't as useful as she could be if she's awakened. Because she gets the limbo heals from being awakened, as memory serves. So I mean, she plays a lot more like a regular vanilla champ, unawakened, as opposed to having that little extra magic flair. But she still gets like the power, power lock, power drain, all that from specials. So that is super useful by itself. But Your mileage is definitely going to vary in Act 6. 5 you can get through most of with an Unawakened. You're going to have some challenges, not going to lie, but you can get through it. Act 6, however, is going to be very difficult. Because by that point, by Act 6, the champs that you bring, they don't have to be like the High Demigod or the OP Broken God tier champs. But whoever you wind up bringing has to be good at whatever their special bell and whistle is, you know. If they specialize in power drain, you're going to be bringing them because they're really good at power draining. Or if that champion heals, you're going to bring them because their heals are solid and they're reliable. If they're a damage dealer, yeah, you want them because they deal a lot of damage. So to have somebody who's there just because and they don't really do what they do immensely well, might not be the strongest first choice. Do I think it's a good idea to use a Mystic Gem on her? Yep. Unless you want to save it for a Doctor Doom, Magic is a very solid second choice. And then just keep ranking her up. Just keep ranking her up. She only gets better the more SIGs she gets. So, definitely recommend that. I mean, in fact, she probably is going to wind up being one of my next ranked 5-star champs, Magic. I don't think I've done that yet. I don't think she's ranked 5 yet. But then again, honestly, I have such a brain fart right now, I couldn't tell you. Excuse me. Is the poutine converted to 20% or 40%? I was gonna say either 20 or 30, because isn't it 40 currently? And then following up on that, I'm not sure they have 40, to be honest. I thought it was just I thought 30 was the max. Could be mistaken, I'm sure, but off the top of my head, I thought as much, at least. Let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. Yeah, I want to do that. Oh, it's at 30% right now? Okay, then it's probably 20. Because I do remember them saying that it is going to be converted downwards so as to convince people to use them now as opposed to just stockpile them. Haven't done any mastering Northern Expeditions yet. Let me try for 5-star shards. Yeah, and if you don't like how the path is winding up going for you, you can always just back out and start over again. It's a nice thing about Northern Expedition. There's only, what, max 5 fights per path if you get the ambush. So, very nice. Pew, pew. Yep, absolutely, Shadow. Absolutely. You got a few days to do it still, so that part's nice. Got a little bit of breathing room, but absolutely, if there's some content that any of you guys have been sitting on, waiting to do, now's definitely the chance to do it while the resources are still hot, spicy, and fresh. Because otherwise, if Kabam sees that they've been sitting on the shelf for a while, then, you know, you gotta, convert that so it doesn't go bad. Boom. Excuse me. Shadow, have you looked up the infographic that Trucos puts out? Like once every 3 months, something like that? Showing which champs... Well, no, they only do one that shows immunities. Because the only other thing with that, too, is that not only do they need to shock, but they have to have a long shock, and they have to be a reliable shock. Because you can't have something that only procs like 20% of the time, right? Because you want it to work, because if you're wrong, you gotta start all the way over from the beginning again. And that's just no fun. You need a White Widow. Yeah, seriously, she's such a reliable shock champ now. Who are you going to wind up using as a 4-star? Yeah, but Mole Man Shock isn't super long term as I remember, right? And you only get it on a special one. And like OG Storm is out because her shock is unreliable. If you got a Thor Ragnarok, that's not a bad idea. Just build up to a special 3 and then just start wailing on them. Cycle your special 3s so you always keep what, Boon of the Gods active. I think a lot of people wound up running Sentinel. Yeah, not a bad option. Not a bad option. I was completely spaced out there. Sorry, guys. But I know Nebula is always a go-to too for shock. Unfortunately, there aren't a whole lot of options. Reliable options, at least. Tom asks, who is my first rank 5 5-star? Blade. Blade was first rank 5. Because, and my reasoning at the time was, because I had a lot of endgame content that I wanted to try to get to, and I really wanted and needed Blade's healing ability, reliable heals, just to save me pots, save me time. Time and saving up resources to run some of that content. Plus his damage output was really solid. He put 4 points in deep wounds and his bleed just walks over everything at that point. Pair that up with the 4-star Ghost Rider ad at the time and the 4-star Sparky too for the Trinity. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And that wound up working out very well for me. Let's just throw... let's get a girl squad going. At least they don't put up stupid 5-star gates for variant 3. Yep. Yep. They were saving that one for 4. Kind of makes you wonder what the new shenanigans is going to be for a variant 5 coming out later. Like, there's going to be some catch, right? They already, like they said that, what, Spider Champs, Venom Champs, and somebody else were getting boosts, and Gilly. So I'm like, alright, that's cool. But you going to do, like, another class gate like you did before, or a rarity gate like you did before? Make everybody pop crystals for that oh-so-elusive 2-star Hulk. Ouch. Stop it. Silly MODOK. Yeah, and that's the thing with Red Skull, is he can be and has the potential to be a really solid champ. It's just that you have to play perfectly constantly with him to be able to capitalize on some of his cool toys. That's what it is. And Mystic Champs. Mystic Champs as a whole is going to be really solid now that they've got actual good Mystic Champs to play with. do this, I suppose. But while I think of it, I'm gonna look at something. Trying to think of some other options for you. I mean, so you got White Widow, obviously, Doom, but those are, neither one of those are easy to get a hold of. The new Hulkbuster shocks, doesn't he? So that could be an option. Infinity Man's special one causes shock. I think for the most part, none of these are going to be like amazing options, but still. I don't remember if I'll have to double check, but I think Storm X might do shock as well. But that's not super reliable either. Yeah, so I mean, in all, not a whole lot of amazing options, but just a couple of options. I mean, Wasp shocks, but that's just silly. That's just silly. Don't do that. Let's do this. Yeah. Well, then, I mean, if nothing else, Shadow, it looks like you got a couple of rank ups here in your future, in the short term. Whoever it is you wind up going with. So long as they get you through that big roadblock to get the those sweet original completion rewards, is definitely solid. Plus, then you would have a ranked up version of whoever it is on your squad for anything else. That's right, it's shock and incinerate. Well, incinerate just opens up a bunch of stuff for you. May I recommend Elsa Bloodstone? Speaking of incinerate. The only thing you gotta be careful of with Elsa is to make sure that when you use your last incinerate charge, you allow yourself enough time for the king timer to get another round of incinerate charges handy. Yeah, but then you're running Mole Man. He isn't doing a whole lot of damage. It's gonna take a lot longer. Hyperion, I think, was a lot of other people's go-to for Incinerate, now that I think about it. But, again, just do be careful because the special one is not a 100% chance to proc Incinerate. So it is possible to just spam a bunch of special ones and not have that work out for you. And that would be a shame. Yeah, I'm feeling bold. Yeah, let's do this. Go up against that Morning Star, just keep bleeding myself and just go to town. I mean, if you got an Elsa, there you go. I mean, you know, she is my favorite champ for a reason, so. If you got her. Play around with her rotation a little bit, just get a feel for it, just so you always make sure you got a reliable Incinerate up. Plus the multipliers to add on to that damage too. Come on, dude. Tanky. Tanky lad. I know I just said that a Symbiote Supreme is tanky, but you know what I mean. Excuse me. There we go. So RO's down, so it means I can throw the special here. But because he's crit resistance and he's a butt, didn't do nearly as much damage as I would have liked. Silly Doom. Stop it. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright then, guys, this is going to be the unofficial, official 5-minute warning for the stream. So what that just means is I'm going to be running through one more team of 3 here, who is going to consist of Iceman, Ultron, and Strange. And let's do the sign-offs and farewells from there. But before I get too far in that, let me see if somebody else is streaming here tonight. Hopefully. And just pop in for a raid and say hello to whomever. Oh, swag. Excellent. Cool. So we are, or for anybody who's interested, let's pop on over to Swag's practice stream right here. It's a good friend of the channel and is putting on that big incursion tournament. So go as the Rob Von raid. So I'll be popping on over there to say howdy afterwards. I do cordially invite you to come along too. Just say hey. But in the meantime, let's roll with this. Get this last round going. You know, if I would push the button and get the round going, that would be immensely helpful. Semantics. Shao says, just thinking out loud, but couldn't a 4-star Corvus... 4-star Corvus walk right up to the left path since it has power shield for 400% more damage? Potentially, but I mean, your Corvus would have to be ramped up to do any of the spicy damage, right? And then I'm not sure if there's some like anti-Corvus shenanigans tied in with all that. Oh, that's what am I doing? There we go. Presumably. But otherwise, not entirely sure. But you piqued my curiosity now. I don't think I've got anybody going in side quests. I do wish that they would number these as well. Just to make things just a wee bit easier. No, because I think... Well, I mean, twofold. I think you would get rinsed on all or nothing. And then power shield, I think it still is particular that even hitting into somebody's block, it wouldn't do damage, presumably. Plus, you got that ridiculous power increase to deal with from recharge. Yo, what's up, Designs? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have caught you here, the tail end of things. You caught me right as I'm about to sign off. But, all the same, it's still good to see you. Real glad I get to say hey here tonight still. Hope you're doing well. Hope the weekend is finding you well, and hope you got plenty more fun adventures lined up for tomorrow. Alright, so let's just finish this guy off, huh? See if that does it. Yep. Bingo. Special 2 for the win. Come on, special 2. Special 2. Excellent. Push me over to special 1. That should do it. Not even close. Not even close. Brilliant. RobVonShoe. What's up, Sarge? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the stream. Glad I got a chance to say howdy to you, too. There we go. There we go. Been a rough week for me in War. Alliance is doing well, but just haven't been able to pull through from our guys. Dude, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I mean, sunny side up, at least season is done here this week. So, I mean, that's a plus, right? But, you know, there's always highs, there's always lows, and just gotta keep riding this one out, and it'll get better. Every war is a new war. Tom says I'm on 9.9 thousand. What's my email? My email? DM me. Actually, go to the Discord and then just DM me. Designs pulled a 6-star mags. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, Tom, just instead of doing that, just jump on the Discord, and you can post it in the brag post. You can check it out there. Archith, what's up? Hey. Very nice, Sarge. Glad you got to visit today. It's always a big plus. It is the RobVon server. There's a link down below in the description of the video for the easiest way to join up for that. Fortunately, sadly, there isn't a bot set up here for chat, unfortunately, yet. But hopefully I get around to doing that in the near future. But unfortunately, everybody, that is going to do me for tonight. Real glad that you guys got to join up here at the end. Again, really glad I got to say howdy, get to see you for just a little bit. But overall, it's pretty good. Pretty good. So the Sassy arena is all done. Again, just to recap, the Tier 4 Basic arena was all done. And I went from being very pessimistic about being able to get the X23 arena done to being rather optimistic. I think it's definitely plausible. I want to thank you guys again for watching, for hanging out here the last 2 hours. It's been real good getting to gab with you guys, and it's always a highlight of doing the live streams here. So cheers. Cheers to all of you. I'm going to post it here again if you guys are down to do a quick raid for Swag. Swag's got a practice incursion run going right now. He's a good friend of the channel too, so if you want to just pop on over, just say howdy. That'd be awesome. I'm going to be stopping over there real quick. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the Sunday Arena or just the big catch-up edition, finishing up with the Northern Expeditions and Week 1 of the Boss Rush. Plenty of stuff to do before August gets really rolling with all that crazy stuff. So hope to catch you guys then, but if not, I'm going to be streaming during the week next week too. So same time, same place, and hope to see you then. Outside of that, again, it's hyped up the Discord, link down below. And yeah, that's going to do me for tonight. But again, guys, thanks for watching. And until next time, everybody, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everybody. Bye for now.